Alright guys, so here are the different degrees of misdemeanors and felonies in Texas. Starting off with the least severe. Class C misdemeanors. Class C misdemeanors in Texas are fine only of offenses that are punishable by up to $500 with no jail time. Common examples include speeding and traffic tickets, public intoxication, simple assault, no injury, petty theft, shoplifting under $100, disorderly conduct, possession of I don't even know how you say that, and minor in possession of alcohol. Common examples, so traffic violations, theft related, alcohol and drug related, assault and behavior. Other offenses, punishment, maximum fine of $500, no jail time. Typically handled in municipal courts or justice courts. They can still appear on criminal background checks, potentially impacting employment. Enhancement. If a defendant has 3 prior convictions for specific offenses, like disorderly conduct or public intoxication within 2 years, the charge may be elevated. Next up is a Class B misdemeanor. Class B misdemeanors in Texas are mid-level offenses punishable by up to 180 days in county jail and a fine up to $2,000 or both. Common examples include first offense DWI, possession up to 2 ounces of marijuana, criminal trespass, and theft of probably between $100 and $750. DWI, drug possession, theft, criminal mischief, criminal trespass, prostitution, weapons charges, harassment, false report, and indecent exposure, and failure to pay child support. So you can get up to 180 days in the county jail and a fine up to $2,000 for this offense. Okay, so a Class A misdemeanor is the most severe type of misdemeanor. Class A misdemeanors in Texas are the most serious, punishable by up to 1 year in the county jail and a fine up to $4,000. So the fine doubled out from a Class B misdemeanor. So the Class A misdemeanor fines are more expensive. Assault causing bodily injury, theft of property between $750 and $2,500, burglary of a vehicle, DWI second offense, or high BAC, or blood alcohol concentration, possession of marijuana between 2 and 4 ounces, unlawful carrying of a weapon, violating a protective order, criminal trespass of a home, resisting arrest, terroristic threats, perjury, or how do you even say that word, or violating an oath in court, cruelty to animals, online impersonation, and public lewdness. So this misdemeanor can get up to get up to 1 year in a county jail, plus a fine up to $4,000. Next up is state jail felony. A state jail felony in Texas is a low-level felony, punishable by a minimum of 180 days to 2 years in the state jail facility, and a fine up to $10,000. Dang, that's way more expensive. Anyways, these non-violent offenses can include drug possession, theft, and fraud, theft of property, possession of controlled substance, credit card abuse, DWO with a child passenger, evading arrest in a vehicle, forgery of a check, burglary of a building, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, animal cruelty, and interfering with child custody. Next up is a third-degree felony. Third-degree felonies in Texas are serious offenses punishable by 2 to 10 years in prison and fines up to $10,000. Common examples of third-degree felonies are third offense, DWI, intoxication, assault, stalking, possession of a firearm by a felon, tampering with evidence, robbery, and indecency with a child. Intoxication assault, causing serious bodily injury to another person while driving intoxicated. Third or more DWI, possession of a firearm by a felon. A felon possessing a gun. So if you have a felony, that means you can possess a firearm. Tampering with physical evidence, altering, destroying, or concealing evidence to impair an investigation. Stalking, repeated harassment that causes fear or emotional distress. indecency with a child, specifically exposing indecent exposure to a child. Robbery, committing theft while causing bodily injury or threatening someone. Deadly conduct with a weapon. Direct violation of a protective order. Escape from custody. Theft. Child abandonment slash endangerment. Possession of marijuana be, of between 5 to 50 pounds. Can get you up to 2 to 10 years in prison and a fine up to $10,000. Second degree felonies are serious. So examples of second degree felonies are aggravated assault, robbery, sexual assault, manslaughter, intoxication, manslaughter, burglary of a habitation, arson, possession of a controlled substance, possessing 4 to 200 grams of a penalty one substance, human trafficking, continuous family violence, and unless solicitation of a minor. And by the way, this second degree felony can get you from 2 to 20 years in prison and a fine up to $10,000. First degree felonies are extremely serious. So, first degree felony is a severe offense punishable for 5 to 99 years or life imprisonment and a $10,000 fine. Some examples of first degree felonies are murder, aggravated sexual assault, aggravated robbery, human trafficking, and serious injury to a child or elderly person. Murder, intentionally killing of another person, not capital murder. That's more serious. Aggravated robbery, aggravated kidnapping, injury to a child, elderly, or disabled person, arson of a habitation, burglary of a habitation, aggravated assault of a public servant, drug charges, human trafficking, solicitation of capital murder, requesting another person to commit capital murder. So this is first degree felonies are very serious. 5 to 99 years in prison or up to life in prison. Now finally, this is the most severe one. Capital felony is the most severe charge punishable by death or life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. So a capital felony is the most serious one. Murder of a public safety officer, that means like a police officer, a sheriff, state trooper, or like a law enforcement officer, firefighter. Murder during another felony, kidnapping, burglary, robbery, murder for hire. So that means like hiring someone to commit murder, murder more than one person, murder of a child younger than 15, or murdering someone while escaping jail or prison. This is serious.